for now, we're going to hand over to our second panel, which is all about the potential of FemTech in advancing women's lifespan. I'm really excited for this. So I'm going to hand over to Ksenia to start.
Hi. First of all, thank you very much for inviting me to be here. I'm very humbled to be among such a amazing crowd. It's really tremendous what everyone is doing here, and I will, coming from a corporate side, I will try to a little bit say about our humble efforts in advancing FemTech in Switzerland. As Isabel, I come from Switzerland. This is where I'm based, and difference is that she comes from a German-speaking part, and I come from a French-speaking part. We're a small country, but we're very diverse. I'm a strategic innovation expert at Groupe Mutuel. And I'm going to briefly speak about myself. I'm going to speak about Tech Forever, which you might have heard about. Very happy to be here with Carbomed and Gals Bio, who are in Tech Forever program. I'm going to briefly speak about our other initiatives in FemTech and women's health, and just kind of a couple of concluding remarks. So who am I? My name is Ksenia Tugay. I was born in Moscow, Russia, and I grew up between Moscow and Geneva, Switzerland. And in 2015, I have completed a PhD in the University of Lausanne here in Switzerland. The subject of my PhD was diabetes, type 2 diabetes, aging, and genetics. I was basically looking what happens with us during aging on the level of our genes that makes us more susceptible to develop type 2 diabetes and decrease insulin secretion. And today I work at Groupe Mutuel, and I'm basically an innovation scout and facilitator, and I also manage some of our innovation programs. My job is to identify trends, technologies, and companies that can inspire us to develop new products and services, or that we can collaborate with, buy their services, and do great stuff together. And who is Groupe Mutuel? Groupe Mutuel is the leading Swiss health insurance. So some of you might not know that. In Switzerland, health insurance is mandatory and it can be purchased only from a private provider. And Groupe Mutuel is one of these providers. The population of Switzerland is roughly 8 million people. We're not a very big country, and we have about 1.5, 1.2 individual policyholders that hold our health insurance policies. And we also have roughly 25,000 corporate clients. And here we are more on sick leave insurance and accident insurance. And then we have other products that we offer, but health insurance is really our health insurance and related services is really our bread and butter. And I would like to tell you about something that we have launched in March this year together with EPFL Innovation Park. And I would like to tell you a little bit who EPFL Innovation Park is if you don't know. So EPFL is the École Polytechnique Fédérale de Lausanne, and it's one of the leading schools in the world in life sciences and technology, with very strong innovation park, which became home to quite a few Swiss unicorns, and with a tremendous track record in coaching entrepreneurs, startups, people who want to create their own company, especially in everything tech related, engineering related, life science related. So when we decided to launch first FemTech Hub in continental Europe, I mean, look no longer, we decided to do it with EPFL Innovation Park. And in March this year, we have launched Tech Forever, which is a 9-month equity-free acceleration program for early and growth stage FemTech ventures. And I'm really proud to say that in our first cohort, we really cover all the universe of FemTech products, from consumables to medical devices. We even have biotech, and the companies come from all over the world. Of course, we have quite a few of European companies, but it's really international and it's really cool. We have two two tracks, so early stage and growth stage companies, and they have different level of support. So they have different type of personalized coaching from top industry experts, from Merck, Ferring, other women as well. And we also organize different virtual events dedicated to the discoveries of different markets, be that UK, Japan, US. And another thing that I love about Tech Forever is that there is this community aspect. So it's not only for the selected startups. A lot of the events, including this expert talks and events dedicated to discovery of different markets, are open to everyone. So the startups which have applied to the program but were not selected, for you, for people interested in femtech, and this is really like one of the best things about this program. And in terms of our initiatives and Groupe Mutuelle, it's great to do something, with an external partner, but it's really important to do also something around femtech in our own company. And we have launched Tech Forever Club. And here, basically, every month, we host a webinar, which is open to all the employees of Groupe Mutuelle, to interns, to shop floor, to maintenance people, not only to executive and senior management, because this is not how the change happens. And we bring Tech Forever startups to present their solution. And we unfortunately are limited by French and German speaking, because if we go below middle management, people might not necessarily speak English, but they still want to learn about femtech. And what I love about this Tech Forever Club is that we have 1 or 2 startup presentations, and then we ask startups to disconnect, and we stay online and we discuss between each other, what do we think about this subject, what is the problem, what is the solution, what can we create for our clients, and what can we change internally in our company regarding this subject. And the topics that we were discussing in 2021 were pregnancy, menopause, urinary incontinence prevention, and fertility. And I would also like to tell you about something which is, much less high tech, but I think is really important. And as far as I'm aware, we are the only health insurance in Switzerland offering this service to our corporate clients. So if you have different information, please get in touch. I would be really interested to know if there are other health insurances doing the same thing. This is something that we have been doing for the past 7 years already. And another important point is that in Switzerland, the employer by law must provide pregnant employees with suitable working conditions and ensure, that they're not going to have any problems with their pregnancy. And of course, here we're in a context of healthy pregnancy and not at-risk pregnancy. We basically provide our clients with dedicated midwives that will come and will speak to your female employee, which is pregnant, and which will ensure that her workplace is adapted, to her new condition, and that her, physical and psychological stress is not overwhelming, and that she can, continue working and enjoy her pregnancy, and everyone will be happy. And we have around 600 cases per year where we provide this service. I speak very fast, but
It's
that's
perfect.
okay. But that's okay, because we're a little bit behind. This is all that I wanted to tell you, actually, folks. But maybe I would like to conclude by saying that, we can only advance female health, women's health together if we really all work together. So we really must unite payers, providers, startups, academia, ecosystem partners, investors. Only by joint effort we can advance female health, and we can close the gaps that exist. And I do believe that we will see a lot of progress in this field in the next 5 to 10 years to come. And I'm very proud to humbly contributing to this change and advancing women's health together with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And yeah, really interesting to see what you're doing in terms of corporate stuff. I want to come back onto that later, because you're kind of dismantling shame and stigma in the workplace, which is super interesting.